Hello, everyone. Hi, how are you? Yeah, so today, hmm, what we are going to be discussing today is a bit sad because the person the thing happened to didn't do it intentionally, was because he wasn't informed. They usually say information is power. You need to be informed so that you don't make some decisions that can make you regret your actions. So we are going to be talking about a very sad situation that happened to somebody, a student, a someone that came through the student route. We're going to be discussing about public fund. What is public fund? Who is entitled to public fund? And so many other things, so that you won't make the mistake this person made. You'll be able to make informed choices so as not to be in this person's shoe. My name is Nurse Owoblo. My channel is to talk about things happening in the UK, life in the UK, how to migrate to the UK, either as a nurse, as a student, as a carer, or through any other route. So if you're interested in all this kind of information, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and also click on the notification bell so that it will notify you anytime I upload any of my videos. So welcome once again to the issue of today. Very sad case. Yeah, very sad case. So this person is a student, came in through the student route, and I'm sure if you're already in the UK, you would know that your visa, whether you're on a tier 2 visa, especially nurses like me that come on tier 2 visas, or you are a student, which is a tier 4 visa, is stated visa, on your visa, like the visa that has been stamped on your passport, boldly written on it, no access to public fund. It's been written on it, no access to public fund. Yeah, clearly stated. So you have no excuse whatsoever to say, no, I don't know, nobody told me. It's written immediately. You open your passport and you see your visa. Yeah, it's written there boldly, no access to public fund. Now, why do people still make this mistake of accessing public funds? Well, they might not know what public fund is, or they might access some funds and they might not know it's a public fund. So that's exactly what happened to this person. This student came into the country and assessed a public fund. He assessed a reduction tax and low income grants. Yeah, he assessed low income grants and tax reduction for himself and his dependents. That means himself and his wife and his kids. So low income tax means that you are not, because if you are a citizen of this country, you would, or you have your indefinite leave to remain, you are not earning well as much as a certain amount of income yearly, you can seek public fund, access fund, like saying, oh, you don't earn up to this amount, you are low income, and then the government can support you with some benefit or some funds, and they can also reduce your tax because you are not collecting as much as you are supposed to. So this is what this person assessed. Really, as a student, you are under low income tax, low income, because you are not earning as much as you're supposed to earn. You are working 20 hours, and even your spouse, although has unlimited hours to work, but because childcare and all those stuffs, they even both of your incomes might not be as much as what is stated as a normal or household income. So this person assessed these low income grants and tax reduction for himself and his family. And what happened? He assessed it. Yes, they gave it to him and he was enjoying it. And then his student visa expired. He had to apply for a graduate route visa. So he applied for a graduate route visa, and lo and behold, my people, the visa came back rejected. Yeah, they rejected the visa. And they said because he accessed public funds and it's been written on his visa that he's not entitled to public funds. And so what does that mean? It means he needs to pack his bag and go back home, because that means you don't have a visa to remain in the UK. Very sad situation, very sad, really. So please, I am employing you, no matter what, because there are some people who say, no, it's not public fund, it's not this, you can take it, you can have it. Please stick by the rules. United Kingdom is very strict with their rules and regulations. They are very strict with it. When they say don't do this, don't do it. They don't pity. It's not like, oh, I didn't know. It's because of ignorance. Because they will really tell you. Yeah, it's stated out that this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're not supposed to do. And if you do it, then no mercy. So this person has to pack his bag or a bag and go back home with his family. Very sad situation. Very sad, just because of that. He will have coped it in. I would assume he wasn't informed, or he was informed. He knew he was not supposed to access public fund, but he didn't know what public fund is. So let's address it. What is a public fund? There are public funds and there are non-public funds. Public funds are usually funds that you access, like for example, the one he did, low income grant, like you're not earning well, child benefits, like because if you're a citizen or you're indefinitely to remain, yeah, you can access child benefits, like yes, on your children. They give you a certain amount of money every week for your child, but the money reduces as your number of children. If your first child that you have applied for will get more than the second, and then it goes lower but I think you can only access one, two, maybe, like, I'm not too sure, 3 children or more. So that's for child benefit. You can also access disability. You can't, as in public fund, child benefits, low income grants, they are public fund. A lot of it will be rolling on the screen for you to see. And you can also check www.government.uk. It's been stated there what is public fund and what is not public fund, so that you will know what to assess and what not to assess, so that you won't be in trouble. Especially when you're applying as nurses, we'll be applying for our indefinite leave to remain in 5 years. You can also be denied. It's not something that is automatic, because they can review and just look for something that you have done that you didn't know it was wrong and just bring that out. So you mustn't accept child benefits, you mustn't accept disability allowance, you mustn't accept that you are low income grant, you mustn't accept, and a whole lot of other benefits that you're not supposed to 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 access. But public, you can access. There are some funds that are required, they are called non-public funds. That is especially when you pay your national insurance. In my previous video, when I was talking about tax deduction, and also everybody pays national insurance. When you work, it's automatically being removed. It's part of the taxes you pay. So part of your national insurance is used for so many things, like I explained in the video. So there are some grants that are removed. The money is from your national insurance. That is not a public fund. You can access that. Like people on maternity leave, the statutory pay statutory maternity pay is not a public fund. If you're on maternity leave, you're entitled to your SMP. That's what they call it, statutory maternity pay. You are entitled to it. You can get it. You can also get bereavement benefits in case you lose your spouse, God forbid, or whatever. Yeah, that is not a public fund. You can get it. Yes, and just a few others that you're able to access. They are not public funds. It's what you are paying it. You are paying it. They are removing it from your national insurance. So yes, you are entitled to collect those kinds of fund. But every other kinds of fund, such as low income grants, child benefits, disability, this and all those stuffs, please don't just go near it. Don't access them. Yes, there's a whole lot. Don't access incapacity benefits, carrier benefit, because some people claim carrier benefit, like, oh, I'm the carrier of this person. Not carrier, sorry, carer. Like, I'm the carer of this person. Maybe there's someone that you have an old age person at home and you are the one caring for the person, so you can claim some benefits, like you are not working because of this person, you are caring for the person. So yes, you can claim that kind of benefit as a citizen or someone with indefinite leave to remain, not on student visa, not on tier 2 visa. Because I'm seriously pained that this kind of thing can happen to someone, because you're already in the UK, you're already enjoying yourself, and then you're hoping to stay here permanently and build your career or whatever here, and then because of just one simple mistake, which I would consider maybe you were ignorant of it, and you have to go back home because of that. And some people actually, they know that this is a public fund and they still go ahead to access it. Now you say, oh, because is a public fund. Why was it given? It should have been denied. Like they should have told him that you don't have access to this. They won't tell you that they will give you. I don't know why. Because they are supposed to have denied you and tell you that, oh, you are not entitled. Some would say, yeah, because I think that's reasonable enough. If you apply for something and you are not eligible, then they should have been told that you are not eligible. So, but if they didn't tell you that you are not eligible and they still were able to give you, then they gave you in, I don't know really. But notwithstanding, don't say, oh, because I assessed it and they gave me. So you advise another person to do such. And the person to do such, and then this is coming out with a visa refusal. That's very bad. So please, let's read up and know what public fund and non-public fund is. Like the examples I've given. Go to the WWJ or Government of UK and have them, know them, and don't access any of the public funds. If you can, don't access any funds at all, so that you can keep your head and yours and not enter any form of trouble by the time you have to renew your visa. Okay? Yeah, I hope, yeah, I pray God help us and yeah, we're able to do what is right. It's a very sad situation. I feel sad for that person. Okay, so that's all for today. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on your notification bell. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.